healing and outer beauty. Real-time conversations with sisters in the Hebrew Israelite community. Focus on healing our spirit, mind, and body, which will contribute to the healing of our nation as a whole. Sip a cup of tea, wear your favorite turban, tee, or tunic, and enjoy tea time with Hebrew royalty. She's got the fruits of the spirit, love, joy, and peace. She's got long suffering, gentleness, and goodness, endurance, faith, and meekness too. Hebrew royalty. She's got the fruits of the spirit.
Shalawam, 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 sisters, shalawam, Shebrews. Come on in, come on in, come on in with your beautiful royal selves. Come on in, come on in. Please, please, please hit the like button, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you haven't already done so, please do so right now. Hit the like button. I want to see these likes climbing. Please, please, please hit that like button. Let us get those likes. Let others know that we are here, that we are live. Please, please, please do me a favor. Do not forget to hit that like button. If you haven't already subscribed, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can know when we go live. Let us get this Hebrew royal tea party started. Let's see who is here. Let's see who is here. So, Sister Ahab Karat is here. All right. AHAYAH. Sister Johnny Green. Yes, yes, yes. For those of you who haven't already posted something in the chat, post something in the chat. Let me know that you're here. Shalawam. Yes, let me know you're here. Just say hi, say Kwam, say Shalawam. Just let me know that you are here. Hello, anything. So I will know that you are here because we have an amazing show prepared for you tonight, as usual. But before we go any further, let's first give a big shout out, huge praise to the Almighty I Am that I Am, AHAYAH, the God of the Hebrews and the Shebrews, in the name of His Son YASHAYA Christ. Yes, let's give a huge shout out. It's because of him why we are even here today. So we thank him for bringing us through another week into a new week, a new day, a new week. All praises to the Most High for that. Let's see. Sister Jean is here. Shalawam, my sister. Shalawam. Beautiful. Sister Carla. Yes. What's up, Benjamin? And you know you are Judah Ben. You are Judah Ben, that combination of the Judah and the Benjamin. Shalawam, Sister Princess. Shalawam, my sister Althea. You here? Awesome. All praises to the Most High. Yes, yes, yes. I am your hostess, Qala Yakachaa, and I humbly thank you for joining me on this broadcast today. Yes. All praises. Let's see. Sister Jean says, Khan for his blessing and mercy. That is correct. That is correct. Kwam Yasharala, Sister Johnny. That's right. Wow, what a blessing it is. What a blessing it is to have for the ability to wake up this morning, right? And to be here today. So how was your week? Talk to me. How was your week? I pray that you all had a blessed week. And once again, I certainly did. I am here. So obviously it was blessed because I'm here, right? So I hope that you all had a wonderful week and a beautiful start to your new week. So before going forward, let us get the disclaimers and all of the housekeeping stuff out of the way. Let's talk about what Tea Time with Shebrew Royalty is not. Tea Time with Shebrew Royalty is not going to be everybody's cup of tea. And we know this, we understand, we get it, and that's okay. Sister Jazzy Lex is here. All right, Shalawam, sis. Shalawam. Sister AHAYAH is here. Awesome. Thawada, you all, for showing up. Thawada, thank you so much for the support. I don't take this lightly because you could be doing anything else on your Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, but you chose to spend that time with me today, and I am so grateful. I'm so thankful. So like I said, Tea Time with Shebrew Royalty is not going to be everybody's cup of tea, and we understand it's not meant to be. But if you come upon this channel and you realize that you don't agree with our lifestyle or beliefs, that's okay as well. I encourage you to just keep searching YouTube, and I am sure that you will find your perfect cup of tea and your perfect flavor. But what I do ask is that you not leave any derogatory comments in the chat box, because that would be distasteful. So we appreciate that, and we thank you in advance. Also, although I am a licensed and certified physician assistant, certified functional nutrition informed professional, and coach, health and wellness coach, and I will be touching on topics of health and wellness in many of my broadcasts, we will not utilize this platform to diagnose or treat anyone's illnesses. If you are experiencing any problems whatsoever, any medical problems, please consult your healthcare practitioner. And the views that you will hear on this channel are the views of myself and my guests, and not that of any particular church or organization. And one more thing, if you would like to be a guest on Tea Time with Shebrew Royalty, please send me an email to shebrewroyaltybiz@gmail.com and include a brief description of your business, your product, your service, or a topic that you are interested in co-hosting. I would love to hear from you and brainstorm on how we can collaborate to help heal and strengthen Shebrews throughout the four corners of the earth, which will ultimately contribute to the healing of our nation as a whole. So I am going to put my email address up here on the banner for you. Give me just a moment. All right, there it is. shebrewroyaltybiz@gmail.com. So please do send me just some information on your product, your services, like I said, or a topic that you are interested in co-hosting with me. Also, I would like to introduce my sponsor, Orderly Fashion 144, where you can shop for custom trends, designs, accessories, and apparel for the dapper and chic. Visit www.orderlyfashion144.com today. And this is where not only the sisters can shop, but the brothers as well. So I am going to put their information up on the banner right now for you. There we go. And Orderly Fashion 144 has a discount code for my guests, which is Qala, my name, Qala, 15 to receive 15% off your purchases. Free shipping will also populate on orders of $70 or more. They are also looking for fashion models that will purchase from the website and submit a full body photo wearing whatever apparel you purchase, and you can receive up to 35% off your orders and one free item per month. In order to do so, you have to order at least 3 items monthly from the website. If you have any questions, please reach out to Orderly Fashion 144 at info@orderlyfashion144.com. Now let's talk about My Guardian Doc. Let's bring this down. Let's talk about My Guardian Doc. Give me just a minute. Let me show you this brief video about My Guardian Doc.
Life can throw unexpected curveballs. When it comes to your family's health, you need someone in your corner. Introducing My Guardian Doc, your virtual medicine program provides compassionate medical guidance and world-class care around the clock. Within minutes, talk to a licensed physician. We are My Guardian Doc. All our doctors are guided by our Patient Safety and Care Equity Council, whose mission is to ensure you receive safe and equitable care. For just $27 per month, your entire household gains access to a team of dedicated medical professionals. Whether it's just sniffles or sneezes, medication refills, or a question about diagnosis or treatment, or the need to speak to a behavioral health specialist in the privacy of your home, no concern is too big or too small. My Guardian Doc is here to help you. No surprise fees, no hidden costs, just quality care when you need it most. With My Guardian Doc, for just $27 per month, your entire household's associated benefits include immediately lower micromort count, which is your 1 in a million chance of dying, on-demand access to doctors, reduce healthcare costs, improve healthcare outcomes, decreased visits to the hospital or emergency room, increase your lifespan, and gain peace of mind knowing your family's health is always protected. From urgent care, primary care, medical guidance, prescription discounts, hospital bill negotiation, and much more, My Guardian Doc is here for you every step of the way. Millions of people have expressed a need for My Guardian Doc. Join the fastest growing subscription service. Visit myguardiandoc.com to subscribe today, because your family's health deserves the best.
All right, that is My Guardian Doc. For more information, please visit the website www.myguardiandoc.com. And to sign up for coverage, you can find the subscription link for Tea Time with Shebrew Royalty viewers in the description box for this video, just below this video. Awesome. Please, like I said previously, hit that like button, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Let us get this royal tea party started. Let us do that. I hope you're wearing your favorite turban, tea, tunic, or dress. And that being said, let's sip some tea or whatever it is that you're drinking and have healthy talk. Let's get this royal tea party started. So sisters, tell me, what is your cup of tea tonight? What is your cup of tea? Go ahead and post it in the chat box. So tonight, I am not having tea tonight. It was a warm day today, and I wanted to cool off. So I just decided today that I'm going to skip the tea. I guess I could have had some iced tea, but instead I chose kiwi lemonade. So this is my kiwi lemonade. And tonight I want us to watch a video about the benefits of kiwi. I know it's not tea. However, kiwi has lots of health benefits. And let's talk about it. Let's learn about it. So this video is by the Longevity Lifestyle, and it is 8 benefits of kiwi health benefits and longevity. So let's watch this short video and learn about the benefits of kiwi. Shalawam. Shalawam, Sister Madakwa. So good to see you. All right, let us get this video up here. Fair use. This is for educational purposes only.
Staying strong, healthy, and youthful. By subscribing, liking, and ringing, you can greatly support our channel and help us produce more content that you'll love. Hello and welcome to the Longevity Lifestyle YouTube channel. The surprising benefits of kiwi for health and longevity. When we think of kiwi, we often think of a small, fuzzy, brown fruit with bright green flesh inside. But did you know that kiwi has many health benefits that make it an ideal addition to your diet? In this video, we'll be talking about the surprising benefits of kiwi for health and longevity. What is kiwi? Kiwi, also known as Chinese gooseberry, is a fruit that originates from China. It was first introduced to New Zealand in the early 20th century, where it was cultivated and eventually became known as kiwi fruit. Kiwi is a small, oval-shaped fruit with brown, fuzzy skin and bright green flesh inside. It is high in nutrients, including vitamin C, vitamin K, and fiber. Kiwi improves digestion. Kiwi contains an enzyme called actinidin, which can help break down protein and improve the digestion of food. Studies have shown that consuming kiwi can reduce symptoms of digestive disorders such as bloating, constipation, and indigestion. Kiwi may reduce the risk of heart disease. Heart disease is a major cause of death worldwide. Kiwi is high in fiber, which can help lower cholesterol levels and reduce the risk of heart disease. Additionally, kiwi contains antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds that can help protect against heart disease. Kiwi may help manage blood sugar levels. Maintaining healthy blood sugar levels is important for overall health. Kiwi has a low glycemic index, which means it can help regulate blood sugar levels. Additionally, kiwi contains fiber and other nutrients that can help improve insulin sensitivity and reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes. Kiwi may improve respiratory health. Respiratory health is essential for overall health and well-being. Kiwi contains vitamin C, which is essential for respiratory health. Vitamin C can help reduce the severity and duration of respiratory infections such as the common cold. Additionally, kiwi contains other nutrients that can help improve respiratory health, such as vitamin E, vitamin K, and potassium. Kiwi may boost immune system function. The immune system is responsible for protecting the body against infections and diseases. Kiwi is high in vitamin C, which is essential for immune system function. Vitamin C can help improve the function of immune cells and protect against infections. Additionally, kiwi contains other nutrients that can help boost immune system function, such as vitamin E, vitamin K, and zinc. Kiwi may improve sleep quality. Sleep is essential for overall health and well-being. Studies have shown that consuming kiwi can improve sleep onset, duration, and efficiency. Additionally, kiwi contains other nutrients that can help improve sleep quality, such as magnesium and potassium. Kiwi may improve skin health. Skin health is important for both physical health and appearance. Kiwi is high in vitamin C, which can help improve collagen production and reduce the risk of skin damage. Additionally, kiwi contains other nutrients that can help improve skin health, such as vitamin E and antioxidants. Kiwi may improve mental health. Mental health is essential for overall health and well-being. Kiwi is high in vitamin C, which can help reduce stress and improve mood. Additionally, kiwi contains other nutrients that can help improve mental health, such as folate and magnesium. How to incorporate kiwi into your diet. Now that you know about the many benefits of kiwi, you may be wondering how to incorporate it into your diet. Here are some ideas. Eat kiwi as a snack on its own. Add kiwi to a fruit salad. Use kiwi as a topping for yogurt or oatmeal. Make a kiwi smoothie. Use kiwi as a topping for a salad. Kiwi is a versatile fruit that can be used in many different ways. It is also a delicious and healthy addition to any diet. Conclusion. Kiwi is a small but powerful fruit that has many health benefits. It can improve digestion, reduce the risk of heart disease, manage blood sugar levels, improve respiratory health, boost immune system function, improve sleep quality, improve skin health, and improve mental health. With all of these benefits, it's no wonder that kiwi is a popular addition to many diets around the world. So why not give kiwi a try and see how it can improve your health and longevity? Thank you for watching, and we hope this video has been informative and helpful. I recommend that you watch all the videos I upload from the beginning to gain a comprehensive understanding of the topics covered. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more videos on health and wellness. See you in the next one.
All right. All of those magnificent benefits of kiwi. That's why it's so important that we have a diet that incorporates lots of fresh fruits and vegetables, because there's just so many health benefits that comes along with that. So let's see what are the teas out there. Sister Althea says Twinen iced tea peach. All right. Sister Johnny says, I'm just having Icelandic water tonight. Okay, that's good. Staying very well hydrated. Ahab Karad says, I'm doing my usual toasted coconut with zesty tangerine with lemon juice and honey. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, so I am having, like I said, kiwi lemonade. And that is my tea tonight. That's the tea. That's the tea tonight. All right. So once again, hit the like button, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We are about to get started. And one more favor I have to ask of you is, because I do not promote on social media, because I don't have any other social media account other than this YouTube channel, I depend on you on your support by sharing this channel with your friends, your family members, your sisters, by word of mouth, and also by social media, so that this channel can grow. This channel can grow so we can reach other sisters, so they can get these very valuable information that we impart on these shows. So let's talk about last week's show. Who was here for last week's show? Or who watched the recording after the live show? What did you learn about budgeting and saving? Wasn't Sister Azara incredible? Wasn't she just incredible? She dropped some valuable information last week. So many tips that we can utilize to help us budget and save in these very, very financially unpredictable times. So I hope that we are applying the information that we're receiving in these broadcasts, right? I hope that we are applying them. Times are changing rapidly, and we have to change our habits in order to not just stay afloat, but to rise above our circumstances, right? So that's why we're having these shows, these broadcasts, so we can start learning to do things better and different, not just different, but better. So that being said, it's showtime. We're not at the Apollo. We're at Tea Time with Hebrew Royalty. Who's ready for another super exciting and informative show? Who's ready? Sister Johnny says, Khan. Yes. Yes. Let us get started. So welcome to the third Sunday in May, Personal and Professional Growth and Development Month. So every Sunday in May and June, we will be focusing on topics that aim to help us improve our personal and professional lives. We will hear from health and wellness coaches, life coaches, as we have been, fitness and financial coaches, and others. At the end of these 2 months, we can decide, based on the information that we have accumulated, if hiring a coach should be considered to help us reach our goals, whether they be personal or professional. So tonight's show, utilizing our gifts, talents, and passion to generate income, will be presented by yours truly, me. So in addition to my previously mentioned credentials, I also have an extensive history in business development and branding. I have started up, owned, and operated multiple businesses throughout the years. And even as a single mother with a full-time job at the time, I was also certified as a branding coach by the Professional Woman Network in Louisville, Kentucky. And so I utilize those skills to not only help myself, but to help encourage others to start up their businesses as well. So tonight, I hope to help you think outside of the box, face your fears, and get on track to starting either a side hustle or a business just by utilizing the tools that you already have. Your God-given gifts, talents, and passion. Those are tools that you already have. So tonight, that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about utilizing these gifts and talents, passion, to start generating some income. So like last Sunday's show, tonight's show is also going to be highly interactive. I'm going to need you all to participate by asking questions, giving feedback, and posting ideas in the chat. Please, please, please interact. And better yet, please feel free to come on video. Please feel free to come on video if you want to share your experience in utilizing your God-given gifts, talents, and passion to start and run a business or a side hustle. Or if you have any questions, you just let me know, post something in the chat, or you can send me a private chat message and let me know that you want to come on video and participate. I will really, really, really like that. I will really appreciate that. Yeah, just let me know and we'll get you in. Also, please get pen and notepad and be prepared to take notes, just like you did last week. Be prepared to take some notes. So let's jump in. Let us jump in. Who is ready? Who is ready? Sister Jojo Martin says, Shalawam, sisters. Shalawam. Let's go, Jean says. So tonight we are going to focus and stick to the basics when it comes to utilizing your gifts, talents, and passion to generate income. Sister Carla says, I'm so excited. Yay, me too. So before we can even start thinking about forming a sole proprietorship, LLC, C Corp, S Corp, or 501c3 nonprofit corporation, we have to start at the ground floor, right? So tonight we're not talking about these business entities. That's going to be later on down the road. So we're starting at the ground floor with how to identify, how to turn your gifts, talents, and passion into a marketable side hustle or business. And if there is even a market or a need for it, and then we'll build from there. So we're starting, like I said, on the ground floor. So let's start by defining what a gift is and what a talent is, because sometimes they're used interchangeably. However, they are different. So let's look at this article and explore the meanings and differences between the two. And this article is by the Content Authority. Give me just a second. So, all right, let us talk about talents versus gifts. What are the meanings and differences? And this website is thecontentauthority.com. So it says here, do you ever wonder if you have a talent or a gift? Are you using the right word to describe your abilities? Let's dive into the differences between talent and gift. Let's clarify which of the two is the proper word to use. I apologize for all of these ads. Let me see if I can get rid of some of these. Give me just a second. This is a busy site here. I think we're just going to have to ignore them. All right, let's clarify which of the two is the proper word to use. The answer is both. Talent and gift are often used interchangeably, but they do have slightly different meanings. Talent refers to a natural ability or aptitude for something, while gift refers to a special ability or power given to someone, often by a higher power. The higher power that we refer to as the Most High God. So talent means having a natural ability or skill, while a gift means having a special ability or power bestowed upon you. It's important to note that both talent and gift can be developed and improved with practice and hard work. So now that we have a clear understanding of the difference between talent and gift, let's explore how these concepts play out in our lives. Are we born with talent or gifted with it? Can we cultivate our talents and gifts? Or are they predetermined? So let's talk about the definition of talent. Talent is a natural aptitude or skill that a person possesses in a particular area. It is an inherent ability that is often recognized early on in life and can be developed and honed throughout practice and hard work. Talents can be intellectual, physical, or creative in nature and can range from abilities such as problem solving, athletic prowess, or artistic expression. Some people are born with a natural talent for a particular skill, while others may develop their talent over time through dedication and practice. Talents can be both innate and learned and can often be improved through training and education. So now let's define gift. A gift, on the other hand, is a special ability or talent that is given to a person by a higher power, by the Most High God or divine force, it says. It is often seen as a unique and rare talent that sets a person apart from others and is not easily acquired through practice or hard work. Gifts are often associated with spiritual or religious beliefs and are seen as a blessing or divine intervention. They're often viewed as a calling or a purpose in life and are meant to be used for the greater good of humanity. So look at the differences here. Talent is developed over time. Gift is given by higher power. Talent can be improved through practice. Gift not easily acquired through practice. Talent is intellectual, physical, or creative in nature. Gift is often associated with spiritual or religious beliefs. While talents and gifts may seem similar in nature, there is a distinct difference between the two. Talents are often seen as skills that can be developed and improved over time, while gifts are viewed as unique and rare abilities that are given to a person by a higher power. And we're not going to talk about how to use them in a sentence, but I think we get the gist, right, of what a talent is and what a gift is. All right, so we're not going to go into using it in a sentence. So now that we know what a talent is and what a gift is, what's the difference between the two, Now let's talk about passion. What is passion? So let's learn about passion according to, let's see here, according to the Oxford Learner's Dictionary. Let's talk about passion. So according to Oxford Learner's Dictionary, passion is, let's see here, a very strong feeling of love, hate, anger, enthusiasm, etc. And these are some examples. I admire the passion and commitment by the players, how it's used in sentences. With passion, she argued her case with considerable passion. And then there's crime of passion, caused by strong feelings of sexual jealousy. Passions were running high. People were angry and emotional at the meeting. He is a man of violent passions. So that's how passion is used in some circumstances as far as sentences. So let's go down here and see what else it says. A very strong feeling of liking something, a hobby, an activity, etc., that you like very much. Music is his true passion, having a passion for something. She left her job to pursue her lifelong passion for painting, passion for doing something. He was a quiet man with passion for writing poetry. And then they shared a passion for Italian food. So this is the passion that we are going to talk about, right? A very strong feeling or liking something, such as a hobby, an activity, etc., something that you like very much. So that's the passion that we are going to focus on tonight, utilizing that type of passion along with your gift and talent to create and generate income. All right. So now that we have those definitions out of the way, gift, talents, and passion, this is where the interaction begins. Hopefully you have the notebook and a pen, because what I'm going to need you to, let me know that if you're ready. Let me know if you have notebook and pen, paper, or even a tablet, something where you can take notes. Let me know if you're ready, because now is when we are going to get very interactive. And I need you to take notes. So let me know, give me a hand raise, a con. Yes, I'm ready. All right, Sister Johnny says ready. All right, let's go. Let's go. So now that we know the definitions of gifts, talents, and passion, I need you to make 3 columns on your paper, 3 columns. Sister Jean says yes. Sister Ihade Zion says Khan. All right. 3 columns on your paper. And at the top of each column, I want you to write gifts on one, talents on one, and passions on the other. So 1 column for each category. And below each heading, I now want you to start thinking, what are some of my gifts? What are some of my talents? Do you feel as though the Most High God has given you this gift to do something with? What is that gift that you know that the Most High has blessed you with? And then what are your talents? What are some of the things that just come very easy for you? Or may not come so easy, but you have over time developed the ability to do these things. So now you have this talent that people constantly tell you, oh my gosh, you have a gift in this, or you're talented in this way. Go ahead and list those under the gift and talents columns. And then I want you to go to the third column. And what are your passions? What are some of the things that just, gosh, you just love to do? You have this desire to do. Or we're going to talk about this also about, remember one of the definitions talked about something that makes you angry. And we're going to talk about this later on because anger is also a form of passion, right? So you may want to add something on that list that, angers you, because that is also creating passion. And we're going to learn how to utilize that anger in a positive way to get positive results rather than negative results. So if there's something that that angers you, put it under your column for passions. So gifts, talents, and passions. And after you're done doing that, just go ahead and put that sheet of paper aside for a minute, and we will come back to that. We will come back to that. Who's ready to move forward, or are you still working on those columns? If you're still working on those columns, say, give me a minute, or hold on for just a second. We don't want to leave anyone behind. Who's ready to move forward, or are you wanting some additional time? All right. So now I need you to answer some questions for me. I need you to answer these questions. Mr. Johnny says, Khan. All right. We're gonna go ahead and keep it moving then, because no one has said give me additional time. Okay. So now I want you all to answer these questions. Question number one. Have you contemplated starting a business or a side hustle? Is this something that you've contemplated, that you've thought about? Is this something that you've been wanting to do, is to start a business or a side hustle, just something to do on the side to generate a few dollars here and there, a little bit of income? Sister Princess says, Khan. Sister Jean says we can move forward because I don't have any of the three. Yes, you do. I beg to differ, Sister Jean. I beg to differ. I beg to differ. You, I know you have gifts and talents and passion. Absolutely, you do. I want you to come out of that box. Come out of that box. Yes, you sure do. I know you do. So question number one, have you contemplated starting a business or a side hustle? And you can also post some comments about not just on your paper, but also in the chat. You can answer, if you feel comfortable answering some of these questions in the chat as well. Question number two, do you currently have a self-owned business or side hustle? I'm not talking about a part-time job. I'm talking about something that is your own. Sister Johnny says sewing. Con. Yes. Sister Jean says, I don't know what they are, sis. Well, you do things at the church, sis. You are very active in the church. So I have seen your gifts and talents, but I want you to reach in and recognize them. I want you to recognize these gifts and talents that you have and passion, because you couldn't do the things that you do without those, without gift, talent, and passion. You could not do the things that you do at the church without having those. So I know, because I've seen it. Sister Jeanette says, yes, baking and cooking. Con, yes, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Come on. So do you currently have a self-owned business or a side hustle? Does anyone out there have your own small business or a side hustle that you do? If you don't currently, have you had a self-owned business or a side hustle in the past? Sister Althea says decorating, sewing, creating crafts, and gardening. Yes, I know. I know you do. And you're so good at those. You're so good at all of that. Yes. They said the apple don't fall too far from the tree. You're like your mother. You're like our mother. Decorating, sewing, creating crafts, and gardening. Yes. So that's my sister I'm talking to right there. So yes, those are the things that our mother, she was so good at. Sister Ada says massage therapist. Con. So question number 4. So question number 1, have you contemplated starting a business or side hustle? Hopefully the answer is yes. Do you currently have a self-owned business or side hustle? And if you don't, have you in the past? And question number 4, are you seriously looking to start a self-owned business or a side hustle? And once again, I'm not talking about a part-time job where you're going to be working for someone else. I'm talking about you, CEO, you boss of whatever this is that you are going to do. That you answer to the Most High. No middleman there, right? Sister Althea said, thank you. You're correct. Yes. So yeah, are you seriously looking to start a cell phone business or side hustle? Talk to me. Post it in the chat. I want to hear con. I want to hear yes. Because if you are, you're in the right place. If you're not, then I'm not so sure. But if you keep listening, then you may decide, even if you're kind of on the fence right now, you may decide that this is something that you want to do. Sister Jazzy says, yes. All right. So now I need another sheet of paper. On this new sheet of paper, I want you to write on the top of the paper, stumbling blocks. Stumbling blocks. So what I want you to do now under stumbling blocks is I want you to now list all of the things that you consider as stumbling blocks that have been keeping you from pursuing your own business or side hustle. Sister Johnny says, Con, I'm looking to start. Yes. So what are some of the stumbling blocks? Go ahead and post some comments in the chat box as well. Let me know, what are some of the stumbling blocks that have been keeping you from pursuing your own business or your side hustle? Go ahead and post some comments in there for me. What are some of the negative things that keep playing in your head that is holding you back? Sister Jeanette said, fear of failure. That's a huge one. As a matter of fact, on my list of examples, that's number one, Sister Jeanette. That's number one on my list of examples. Fear of failure. Going into debt. That's number two. Sister Jeanette, you are hitting the nails on the head. Yes, you are. Going into debt. All right. What are some of the, come on, sisters, give me some feedback. What are some of the things that are holding you back? Sister Ada says, same with me. Sister is there money, people who want something for nothing. Okay, we're going to talk about all these things. Yes. Come on, give me some more feedback. So let's talk about fear of failure. So nothing in life is guaranteed, right? We're guaranteed that we are all going to die at some point. But even that isn't guaranteed, because some of us may still be here at the coming of our Lord and Savior, right? But for the most part, nothing is guaranteed. But we do things anyway without knowing the outcome. There's so many things that we do, and we just have the faith to believe that it's going to work out. For instance, when you apply for a job, the fear of not getting that job did not stop you from applying for the job. You applied for the job anyway. And then once you got hired for the job, you went on the job, not knowing how long this job may last. You may end up not liking the job. They may end up not liking you, but you took that risk anyway. So fear of failure cannot be applied in this situation, because if we were so afraid of failure, there are so many things that we wouldn't do. So if you don't try, that's automatic failure. Not trying is automatic failure. So if you try, you have a better chance of succeeding than if you don't try. Will you agree with me on that? Sister Jean says, don't know where to start. Don't know where to start. That's a stumbling block. Okay. Yes. Sister Johnny says materials and supplies, debt, stumbling blocks. And all of these are legitimate. Sister Jeanette says keeping up with inflation and pricing accordingly. All of these are legitimate, concerns. They're legitimate concerns, but there's always a workaround, right? There's always a workaround, because we've always heard where there's a will, there's a way. So I'm glad that you all are posting these comments. So the next one that is on my list, I don't have the money. I don't have the money. It's all about starting small. Starting small. We're not talking about right now going out and creating a huge corporation. We're talking about starting, you may want to start off first with a side hustle. And then once you see how that's working, now then move to the next step. Now that you've had a little bit of money put aside, now you can move to the next step which is expanding, right? The other stumbling block is I don't know how to start a business. So one step at a time, that will be addressed, like I said, in another broadcast or maybe even a Zoom workshop. Sister Jean says time constraints. Con. And I don't know what kind of business to start is another stumbling block. And so we're going to address that tonight. I don't know what kind of business to start. So these are some of the stumbling blocks. Here's what Sister Jean just said. I don't have time. That's also on my list here. So what are you willing to sacrifice to free up some of your time? Because all of us have 24 hours in a day to operate with. No one gets more time than the other. It's how we budget our time. It's not just about budgeting our money, but also budgeting our time. Last week, we talked about budgeting money, saving money. Tonight, let's talk about budgeting our time. Sitting down and really coming up with a budget for your time. This much time is going to be spent here. This much time is going to be spent here. And we'll talk tonight about it really doesn't require a whole lot of time to start a side hustle. Okay, we'll talk about that. And here's another stumbling block. I've tried before, but it didn't work out. And so many people, because they quote unquote failed before, they tried before, it didn't go the way that they planned, they gave up. But how many jobs have you had that didn't work out? How many jobs have you had that didn't work out? But that didn't stop you from moving on to the next job, applying for another job, moving on to the next job. So why is it that we give up on ourselves so easily? Why is that? So we have to get out of that mindset, right? Get out of that mindset. So let me drop this fact. Let me, based on all of these stumbling blocks, these reasons why we feel as though we cannot move forward with a business, let me drop something on you. This is a fact. We have been made to believe that we are nothing for so long that we actually believe some of the lies that have been told to us. There's been so many lies that we have been told. But when we really, really come to terms of knowing the royal lineage that we hail from, our forefathers and foremothers, and the rich heritage that we come from, when we read the stories of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Joseph, Sarah, Queen Esther, Deborah, all of these people in the Bible, our patriarchs, we know that we come from a royal lineage, a very, very rich heritage. And if we believe that the same blood that flowed through them and the same God that they served is the same blood that flows through us and the same God that we serve, we will not allow others' perceptions to impact us or to impact our reality. So we are a nation of kings and priests and queens. So knowing that, having that mindset, that should really motivate us into doing, utilizing these gifts, these talents, these passions that the Most High has put in us. We are very passionate people, are we not? Are we not? Are we not a very gifted people? Are we not a very talented people? We are the salt of the earth, right? So even after we fell as a nation, it was our God-given gifts, talents, and passions and ingenuity that was given to us by the Most High that we used to build all of the nations that enslaved us. That being said, if we are capable of building nations, what makes you think that we can't get a side hustle or start a business? What makes you think that? We think so little of ourselves, but when we look at America. Who built America? Every place that we are, every place that we inhabit have prospered from our blood, sweat, and tears. Are you willing to shed some blood, some sweat, and some tears so that your family, your church, your nation, and you can prosper? Because that's what it's going to take. It's going to take us really putting our hands to the plow and saying, you know what? God has given me all these gifts and talents. I need to utilize these gifts, these talents, to do what he put me here to do. Otherwise, what are we doing? What are we doing, really? There is so much in us. There's so much in us. And it's a shame. It's a shame for us to be put on this earth for as long as we have and not utilize all of the tools that the Most High has put in us. So what are you willing to do? What are you willing to do? Because at the end of the day, this is your thing, right? At the end of the day, what are you willing to do? So put on your thinking cap. Put on your thinking cap. Sometimes when we talk things out, we can come up with the answers ourselves when we're faced with a dilemma. So put on your thinking cap. You know, it's interesting. One of my friends that I met years ago, let me go back to 1978. 1978, we met in basic training. We met in basic training in Alabama. And we are still in touch with each other after all these years. And she just happened to reach out to me today and told me that her sister wants to talk to me. And it was business related. And it was so interesting. Her sister called me up shortly after. And this is the conversation that we ended up having. I had never spoken to her sister before. Never. And we have been friends since 1978. But she connected me with her sister today. And her sister has a business. And we ended up talking about everything that we are talking about tonight, just out of the blue. I won't go into all the details. However, she needed some help as well with how do I get my business to the next level, right? Because so many of us, we have these gifts, and oh my gosh, this business idea that she has is just off the chart. It is so incredible. It is so absolutely incredible. And once she does what she needs to do to get this thing off the ground, there's no stopping her. But we are so very gifted and talented, and we have such incredible business ideas, and we know where that comes from. So on your list, next to each of your stumbling blocks, this is what I want you to do. I want you to come up with ideas on how you can get around each one of those stumbling blocks. Put on your thinking cap. Because like I said, remember, we are starting small. We are not establishing a full corporation today. That's down the line. But remember, we are starting small. We have to start somewhere. Do not despise the day of small beginnings. Please, please, please. Sister Jeanette says, that's deep, sis. I tell my kids that all the time and watch them thrive and succeed. I don't know why I don't do it for myself. Yeah, you got to do it for yourself because you have to set the example. You have to set the example. And that's something that I taught my children as well. I taught my children, that you have to have your own business. You have to have your own thing. I'm not saying don't get a job, but you always have to have something else that's yours. Something that's yours. And we can do it. So now, like I said, go ahead on the list next to each of your stumbling blocks, come up with ideas on how you can get around each one, right? No one can figure this out for you. These are the things that you must figure out yourself because you know all of your, resources. We have so many resources. Think about resources that you have and how to get around these stumbling blocks. Most of us know we were not born with a silver spoon in our mouths. We were not. Most of us don't have an inheritance of millions of dollars and so on and so forth. A lot of the other nations do, but we don't. But what the Most High has given us is so much more valuable than money. He's given us these gifts, talents. I mean, if you don't believe that, we talk about this all the time as a nation. We talk about this all the time as a people. When you watch TV, when you look at entertainers, when you look at the entertainers, the basketball players, the sports figures, so on and so forth, we dominate. We dominate every arena. Every arena we dominate. The problem that we have is that we have no problem utilizing these skills, these talents, these passions to make everybody else rich. Right? We have no problem doing that. We go to work, and when we go to work, we go in. We really we go to work and we're the first ones showing up, the last one leaving. We do our jobs to the best of our abilities. And we do get awards. We get, but what about doing it for ourselves? And realize that this is not a get rich quick scheme. Sister Althea says, start small, beginning with the people who are close to you. Promote your business by word of mouth and believe in yourself. That is correct. That's the attitude. That's the attitude. Yep, because if you don't believe in you, you're going to have a very difficult time convincing others to believe in you. You're going to have a very, very difficult time convincing others to have faith and invest in you. So you're going to have to put work in. That's why it's so important that you have the gift, talent, and passion for the business or side hustle that you are embarking on. Because if you don't have that passion, you're not going to have the drive to really work hard at it and to be patient with it. So when you love what you're doing, it doesn't seem like work. And I know this. I know this personally. How many times have you seen ads to try and convince you that you can make hundreds of dollars by doing this or that? But when you look deeper, you know that there is no way that you will do that because it doesn't even appeal to you. It doesn't even appeal to you. So why even bother? Right? Why even bother? And once again, we're not talking about getting a temporary job somewhere, but rather a long-term business that you can grow for years to come. But you must be willing to invest the time and the resources in yourself and business in order for it to work. That's why I included passion. Passion is necessary. So let me give you some ideas of some side hustles and businesses. These are skills, talents, and areas that you can be passionate in that you can now use to create a side hustle or a business. Sister Jeanette mentioned it earlier, baking, cooking. Sister Johnny mentioned sewing. Sister Althea mentioned crafts. How about creative writing? Resume writing. There are some people that just don't know how to write a resume. If you have that gift to write, to create resumes, write resumes, that's something that you can make money doing. If you're musically inclined, you can teach music lessons. You can teach voice lessons if you sing. Tutoring. If you're a nurse, starting a side hustle using your abilities, your skills as a nurse. If you love fitness or sports, you can use that for coaching, fitness and athletic coaching, jewelry making, knitting, crocheting. You know, once upon a time, knitting and crocheting was something that every girl did, at least when I was growing up. When I was growing up, we had to know how to sew, we had to know how to knit and crochet. Let's get back into these lost arts, right? Because there's coming a time when we're not gonna be able to go into these stores and buy stuff like we're doing now. Why? Because what is going to be required of us to buy or sell, we're not going to be willing to do. Right? So these are some things that we need. These are some skills that we need to now start developing if we don't already have them, and utilizing them to make money. Sister Althea says, and also get you, says, motivated as a person to bounce ideas off of. I've been here for you all these years. I kept telling you, I am here. I am here. Yes. So once you have decided on the gift, the talent, and the passion that you want to capitalize on, you must allow your creative juices to flow, right? Allow it to flow. You must come up with an idea to set yourself apart from the competition. That's something that you're going to have to do because there's always going to be competition. But now, get creative. Get creative. How do I do that? You might be asking. Well, here are some ways. First and foremost, work your business as unto the Most High. You know, we are to work, whatever we do, we are to do it as if we are doing it for the Most High. Right? Because He's the one who has given us the ability to make wealth. So we always have to put Him first, right? So one of the best ways is to find a problem and solve that problem. That's a business. If there's a problem out there that is unsolved and you're realizing that there are so many people that are complaining about this problem, but yet no one is fixing that problem. And especially if this is one of the things that anger you, that's creating passion. So we're going to talk about that. So find a niche that isn't already oversaturated. For instance, if cooking is your thing, go to restaurants in your area. Let me take this out. Here's an example. If cooking is your thing, go to the restaurants in your area and start collecting their menus and find out what is lacking or what can be improved on. Right? Just start collecting these menus. These are going to be your competitors if you are looking to start a side hustle or a business where you're cooking. These are going to be your competitors. So now what you need to do is you need to start learning your competitors and finding their weak spot. Right? Find their weak spot. What is it that they're lacking or what can be improved on? And start offering that cuisine or item for delivery from your home kitchen, right? So right now we're just dealing with the ideas. Later on, we'll talk about the steps that you'll have to take in order to get this business off the ground. But before we get the business off the ground, we have to create the business, right? So if you have all of these menus and you realize that, wow, these are the restaurants in my area, and they don't seem to have much on here for people on vegan diets or people who have let's see, some diabetes, for instance. If you notice that they just have all these sweets and you know how to make delicious desserts that are low in sugar, then that's something that you may want to consider, right? If you notice that there's not many vegan restaurants in your area, that may be something that you want to look into. What about gluten-free? People who have gluten-free diets. I've gone into many restaurants, many sandwich shops, and I asked, do you have gluten-free bread? No, we don't. Wow, that's a market that they're missing out on. So learning, if you don't already know, how to cook, how to bake gluten-free. That's a market, right? So competition is not a bad thing. But if you're going to compete with a business that's already established, make sure that you do it better. Or find something that they are not doing and you do it, right? Because if these businesses are already established, there are going to be some tough competitors for you. But like I said, do it better. But in order for you to do it better, what you have to do is you have to really research them, see how they do things, probably eat at their restaurant a few times, and compare your food to theirs. And I'm just using restaurants as an example, but you can use that analogy across the board, right? Because there's always going to be competition out there. So that concept can be applied to just about any business or side hustle ideas that were mentioned earlier. So another way to set yourself apart is to upgrade or brush up on your skills. If it's been a while since you've worked or used the skills, take a class and learn new techniques. You can learn a lot on YouTube and through other courses that aren't very expensive. Do an internet search for online classes and just bump your skills up to the next level. Another way to set yourself apart from the competition is to become certified in the field. So if certification is offered in whatever it is that, whatever business you decide or side hustle, if becoming certified is an option, get that certification, because that's going to put you, it's going to give you credibility, and it increases your chances for securing clients. So upgrading your skills, brushing up on your skills, becoming certified in that field, and also using quality materials and do quality work. That is so important. Don't try to cut corners when it comes to quality, because that's going to also set you apart from the others out there. It's better to have a smaller inventory of good quality products, because now your pricing, if your products are quality, then you can actually price it and make good money from whatever your product is. But if you have a lot of inventory and it's cheap products, then moving the inventory is going to be very difficult, and getting repeat customers is going to be very difficult. So you want the quality to be top of the line, right? Now, let's talk about how to make your passion work for you. So all of us have suffered painful experiences, whether it's through a loss of a loved one, a breakup, loss of a job, etc. All of us have had painful experiences. So many people allow those painful experiences to make them angry and bitter, like we talked about earlier, that in the definition of passion, it talked about anger. But I don't believe that that is the right way to deal with pain. Of course, in the beginning, yes, when whatever it is fresh, it's okay to have anger, but you cannot allow that anger to drive you for years to come. But if you're noticing that you still have this anger about something that was painful, many of us are afraid to revisit that painful moment due to the same reason, right? It makes us angry, it makes us bitter. However, my belief is that those painful memories are better spent by allowing them to help us to find passion. And I'm talking about positive passion, right? Many people don't associate passion with painful experiences, but rather only with pleasurable experiences. But painful experiences can also create passion. So when we allow our pain to be transformed into positive passion, something very beautiful happens. Oftentimes, we actually discover our purpose. And there's so many people that have done that, that have allowed painful experiences to create passion in them. And because of that passion, they now have found purpose. So think about how many nonprofit businesses and charitable organizations were created out of someone's painful experience. Think about that. There's one in particular that I'm going to talk about tonight. And I always use them as one of my examples, as an analogy. And it's MADD, M-A-D-D, Mothers Against Drunk Driving. They are an excellent example of the founder. When she felt the pain, it created passion, and it helped her to discover her purpose. And I'm going to pull up the website right now for MADD, Mothers Against Drunk Driving. Give me just a second. So here's their website. And it says here at the top, solving the problem, right? Because there was a problem. People were driving drunk and still do drive drunk, and someone behind the wheel that's drunk now kill someone, and people are left with anger and pain, trying to figure out why did this happen. And that's the story of the founder of MADD. It says, our fight is the same, but our tactics have evolved. MADD began with a mother turning her grief into action and sparking a nationwide movement of brave, resilient women. This movement have empowered generations of supporters and shown that women can and will make lasting changes, but we are not done yet. So it says MADD will do whatever it takes to make drunk driving a thing of the past. Let's save lives together. So this tells you that there was a problem, and the problem was, and still is, drunk driving. This mother lost her son because of a drunk driver. That created anger, which turned into passion. And now that passion has fueled her purpose. Years later, here's this organization. Because of them, there have been so many laws that have been changed about drunk drivers. So this is just one example of utilizing your pain to create passion so that you can discover your purpose, right? Do we have any comments? Any comments thus far? Any questions? Any comments? Any questions? Any comments? So setting yourself apart from the competition, that's what we're talking about right now. So also setting realistic goals. Setting realistic goals. Rome was not built in a day. It is going to take time and patience. And that being said, be willing to work as hard, if not harder, than you did and that you do for others, for yourself. So if you're working hard, and if you've worked hard for others, be willing to work even harder for yourself. You know, years ago, I lost my job, and this was one of the times that I lost my job. This time in particular, I was out of work actually for an entire year. And during that year, though, wow, this is what I did. I woke up every morning, and it was as though I didn't lose my job, because I woke up every morning and I kept the same routine as I did when I was working. I woke up in the morning. I was really going through it at that time. I had my car was actually repossessed, and prior to that, I was going to the gym. I would drive to the gym early in the morning, do my workout before going to work. But when I lost my job, lost my car, what I started doing was getting up in the mornings, and instead of driving to the gym, because my car was gone, instead of driving to the gym, I started going out and jogging, walking, exercising at the same time that I would usually go to the gym. And then I would come home. I came home, took my shower, and I got dressed. I did my makeup, my hair. I got dressed all the way down to my shoes. And I sat behind my computer. And I started researching, and I started doing certain things, and I would leave. What is going on here? Okay, we have a troll. Let us get rid of P. Diddy. It says here it was banned and comments removed. Interesting. So back to my story. So I go to the gym. I did my workout, came home, took my shower, got dressed as though I was going to work. My hair, makeup, everything, shoes. And I sat behind my computer and I started doing research. And I actually started a business during that time. And what I actually started doing was creating workshops on health and wellness for women. And we're talking about, this was back in, 2003, maybe? It was a while ago. I think it was around 2003. And I just sit behind the computer and I started creating workshops on health and wellness for women. And I started a business called Global Woman Incorporated, where I started conducting workshops for women on self-esteem, self-empowerment, nutrition, wellness, and so on. But I did not miss a beat. Like I said, I decided if I can get up every morning, go to the gym and work out, come home, get dressed, and go work for someone else, I can do the same thing for myself. And so that's what I did. I would stop at lunchtime, go into my kitchen, have my lunch, come back at 1 o'clock, sit behind the computer, continue to knock out create these workshops. And then at 5 o'clock, I would quit and back to my regular self, change my clothes, But I did this every day, Monday through Friday, and started that business. So it can be done. It can be done. And it didn't require a lot of money. It didn't require a lot of money. I eventually got a car, and then I started, I'd rent out a room in a small conference room in the DoubleTree Inn. And that is where I would conduct my workshops. So let's go back to your list of gifts, talents, and passion. Go ahead and pull that list back out. And I want you to now, based on the information that we just went over, list your top 3 gifts, talents, and passion that you would want to turn into a side hustle or a business. List your top 3. And I want you to knock down the hurdles and the stumbling blocks. Utilize the information that we just went over to set yourself apart from the competition. What tactics can you use to set yourself apart from the competition? So once you've chosen your top 3, and you may not be able to do all of this tonight, right? Because it's a lot. It's going to require a lot of thought. But these are the steps that I want you to take. I want you to narrow it down. This is going to require prayer, research, and time. You need to not narrow it down from your top 3 into your top 1. Prayer, research, and time is what's going to be necessary. So commit to at least 1 hour a day. I think each of us can spare 1 hour a day to work on your idea. Just 1 hour. Always start with prayer for guidance from the Holy Spirit, right? And that's where we have to start. Sister Johnny says, encouraging others, sewing and reading. Khan. Awesome. Yes. So number 1, commit to at least 1 hour a day to work on your business idea. Number 2, test the market. Once you have narrowed it down to that 1, whatever it may be, if it's a product, give away samples of your product and ask for feedback. Sister Princess says real estate, making hair, body products, and baking. Khan. So real estate, let's talk about that. We'll talk about that. Making hair and body products and baking. So yes, those I think the hair and body products you have more control over. Looks like my internet went out there for a minute. I hope you all can still see me. I hope you can still see me. Let me know if we're having any issues with the internet. Okay. So yes, test the market, give away samples of your products, and ask for feedback. This is before you actually launch the business, right? Get your list of supporters. Love baking as well. Khan. It paused, but you're back. Okay. The water, Sister Jeanette. Get your list of supporters. Those that you know you can depend on to give you constructive criticisms and encouragement. And avoid the negative Nancy's. Avoid negative Nancy. There's no time for that. But you do want constructive criticism. right? So let me give you some examples of some of my businesses and side hustles throughout the years. Starting as a little child, I think I was maybe 5, 6 years old, somewhere around there. I started selling greeting cards. That was my first side hustle, was selling greeting cards. Then I moved on to start selling shoes from a mail order catalog that was called Stuart McGuire. I started doing that in elementary school. In high school, I started sewing uniforms for friends, making uniforms for friends, because my mother was a seamstress, like I said. And so I learned how to sew from my mother. I was her little helper. So in high school, I started making money in the summertime by making uniforms for my friends. Since then, we talked about Global Woman Inc., where I conducted workshops for women. I started a fitness side hustle. Sister Johnny said I bought those shoes. I started a fitness side hustle, and the way that that came to me is because I decided I was going to get in tip-top shape, and I did. I dropped my body fat from 30-something% to 11% in 6 months by working out, changing my diet. And when I go to the gym, I always had people asking me, how did you do this? How did you transform your body that way? And so I decided to become a certified fitness instructor so that I can start teaching others how to do that in my spare time. So that was one of my side hustles. I also opened a women's wellness center, Express Physicals, an opioid treatment center. So I've started up and ran quite a few businesses and side hustles. Shebrew Royalty Summit Tea Party. Many of you know about my tea parties that I was doing in California, which I plan to at some point get back into as well here in Texas. And currently, my side hustle is I'm making bags, totes, let's see, crossbody bags, designing them, creating Shebrew royalty bags. Yeah, so right now making totes and pretty soon tunics. And my kombucha is now for sale. I have some customers purchasing my kombucha. So these are the things that I'm doing right now. I've always had a side hustle. This is something that, that is very important to me, is having multiple streams of income. That's so necessary, because when one well dries up, you need to have another one that's flowing so you can tap into it, right? So multiple streams of income is important. And at some other point, at some other time, we'll talk about network marketing, which can be another source of income stream, right? So these are just some of the ideas that I'm throwing out there right now. So some of the certifications and trainings that I've received that have helped me in my personal and professional life and has set me apart from my business competitors and coworkers and peers. Although I've been a physician assistant for 26 years, like I said, I retired last year. But during these 20 odd years, I've always had something else going on, another side hustle. And in order to do that, I went to different trainings, certifications. If there was something that I was interested in doing, I always tried to become certified in that area. So I've been trained and certified as a professional development consultant, health and wellness coach for individuals and corporations, a branding coach for businesses, domestic violence counselor. I've done Toastmasters. I'm a medical professional legal consultant. And most recently, I received my certification as a functional nutrition informed professional. And this is just to name a few, right? Because when you're doing these things, you want to have credibility. You want to have the training behind you. Of course, some of the things that we're talking about doesn't require you to have special certifications or training. It just requires you to have those gifts and talents and that you do it well. Sister Jean says, love the toad, sis. Thawada says, Thawada. So speaking of supporters, let's delve into that for a minute. I and others like myself have had businesses and side hustles, like I discussed, and we've had experiences, both positive and negative. One of the biggest disappointments that I've heard and also experienced in the past is a lack of support, especially from those that you would expect to get some form of support from. And so let me make this clear. Support is not just monetary. It's not isolated to just monetary. Apart from money, small business owners rely on other forms of support, such as word of mouth advertising. We talked about that earlier. Encouragement. Encouragement goes a long way. Referrals, right? Referrals, encouragement, word of mouth advertising. These are some of the ways that we can support each other. My sister says, you have been a go-getter, sis. So very proud of you. Thank you, sis. Thawada. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So this is a necessity for small businesses to grow and thrive. It is so important that we support each other's efforts. So some words of advice, I should say. When you choose to support a small business, especially one that is owned by our sisters and brothers, please be respectful of their gifts, their talents, and passions, as you would want them to be of yours. What I mean is, don't try to haggle and shake them down to decrease their price. Don't compare their prices to the prices of those in the stores. And why? Why do we not want to do this? Well, there's a number of reasons, which you will appreciate once you become a business owner, because that is what you are on your way to becoming, a business owner. So here are some of the reasons why you don't want to haggle and why you don't want to try to shake them down, to bring their prices down. Number one, their prices may be higher than those in the stores because most do not start out with wholesale licenses, and usually they don't get their supplies at the same price as the big box stores. The people who are spending millions and billions of dollars to buy products are getting their products dirt cheap. When you're a small business, especially a sole proprietor where it's just you, you're not getting those big breaks, right? So understand that their prices may be a little bit higher. Why? Because they're buying their products, their supplies at a higher price. Number two, they don't own a sweatshop somewhere in China where they're able to get cheap labor or free labor. Many of them are doing this stuff on their own, or it's a family thing, right? But they don't own a sweatshop. Number three, they are hardworking individuals just like yourself, trying to make ends meet. They're not millionaires. And I'm talking also for myself. So I should say we are running our businesses from a labor of love and passion. Many of us are doing these side hustles, these businesses, because we're passionate about it. And we're trying to make a difference in our communities, our nation now, our nation. Most importantly, when you support a family-owned business, we're talking about our family, the body of Christ. We are investing in the body of Christ and in his kingdom. So these are the things that we need to remember when we are supporting these businesses that, you know, we are building. And that's the goal, is that we can now have this community of business owners that we can now support each other through purchasing from each other, through encouragement, right? If you're skilled in this area and I'm not, I can help you in that area to help you build your business. That is the goal. That's the goal. So do we have any questions right now? Do I have any questions? Please, please, please. We have come basically to the end of our presentation, of my presentation here. Do you have any questions about anything that we have gone over? Do we have any questions? Please, please, please post your questions, your comments in the comment box. Did I miss anything? Is there something that you're not quite sure of that I went over? Talk to me. Give me some feedback. Sister Johnny says, none right now. With the information that you have received tonight, do you feel a little bit more confident in moving forward, the next step of starting your business or your side hustle? You feel a little bit more confident? Have you gotten enough information to start thinking about what can I do? How can I utilize these talents, to these gifts and my passion? Althea says, been very encouraging. Sister Ada says, Khan, all right, all praises. Sister Johnny says, Khan, oh yes, oh yes. Awesome. And you all have access to me. You have access to me. If you have any questions whatsoever, text me, call me, email me. You talk to me when you see me. So yes, like I said, tonight was just going to be very basic. Sister Jean says, I feel motivated. Awesome. Start small, save, and then build. Khan, absolutely. Yes, start small. That's the key. Yes, but the next step, we'll have before the end of June, we'll have another presentation on the heels of this one with the next steps. But I want you all to start preparing right now so that when we meet for that next presentation, all of the stuff that we discussed tonight, you've gotten all of that out of the way. So you are now ready. You know what your side hustle is going to be. You know if it's a business, what that's going to be. And now you want to know, okay, what is the next step? And then we'll go from there. Because at the end of this, the goal is for each and every one of you to have a side hustle or a small business. And I do believe that is very, very doable. All right. So next time, come prepared to step out of your comfort zone. If you want to start weaning off the respirators that have been keeping you barely alive. We're talking about, unplugging from the matrix. We're in a time right now where we have to be serious about this, because if we don't unplug from the matrix voluntarily, eventually the matrix is going to unplug us, because we're not willing to do what it takes to stay connected to it. So let us start building our nation. That's the goal. Start building our nation. Right? So, like I said, for some of us, it may mean decreasing some of our work hours so that we can focus on that business. Right? We've talked about the budgeting of the money budgeting. Let's talk about budgeting our time and starting to build these businesses, start these side hustles. So I don't think we have any other questions. That being said, I hope that you found that the information that was presented tonight, I hope that you found it useful. So if you did, please do me a favor and share this video with your sister friends and your relatives. Let's grow this channel so that this information can reach Hebrews throughout the four corners of the earth, and even those that are not Hebrews but are willing to be a part of our community. We are to let our light shine so that others can be led to the source of the light. Sister Johnny says, "Khan, sis, you're so encouraging." The water, sis. The water. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. So I think we have come to the end of tonight's show. So I love you all so much, and I appreciate you taking this time out of your very, very busy schedule to have tea, in my case, lemonade with me, and conversation. The water, thank you for your support, for your love. Know that I am praying for you. I'm praying for us. So until the Most High brings us back together, may you prosper and be in good health. And remember, true healing begins inwardly before it is expressed outwardly. My sister Althea says, "I will tell others about your good works." The water, thank you, sis. Thank you so much. The water. I so appreciate you. Good night, sisters. Good night, Ahchwathyam. I'm your hostess. I am your hostess, Qala Yakachaa. My tongue is tied up. A voice of reasoning and justice. Have a good night. And if it's the Most High's will, I will see you next week. Shalawam.